We're going to talk about open source software today. We're going to discuss a little bit what it is without getting too technical and just focus on why it matters to you in the third sector. So open source software is built in a collaborative way and maintained by a community of professionals that may span all across the world. And it's decentralized power because there isn't one person or one organization that gets to decide the future of that application. It's different from proprietary in that it's generally created for community benefit rather than for personal gain and profit. There are no license fees, which can be an advantage. We'll get to that in a bit. And the proprietary version, you may be thinking there are a few free versions out there, but it's very important to remember, and we can't stress enough, that if something that you're using is free, you are really the product. Keep that in mind. Open source is very popular because the security model is more robust. The ability to truly customize a software and make it work the way you want it to, and also the cost benefit of license fees, that we're going to talk about in a little bit. It's created by a person or a team of people who then invite other people to use that and make changes to it. They have access to the code and they can do that. And as this community grows, people will start identifying needs and developing new extensions, and this library grows, which is a huge benefit to everyone involved. So if you want to change something on open source, that's absolutely fine. That's one of the things that it's for. But if you're using proprietary software and you want to change it, then good luck. That's extremely unlikely to happen. Perhaps you can cross your fingers and wish, but you have no control over it. So is it free to use? That's a question we're often asked, and the answer is yes, you can download and start using it, but generally requires a bit of customization, of development work to shape it up the way that you want it. We normally say that it's free as in kittens, not as in beer, because you're going to have to take care of it, and it's going to be your own software that you're going to have to think about. So there are running costs for open source, like I said, development and configuration, and then through its life, you're going to have to think about hosting and support maintenance and upgrades. But in terms of cost, it's still a huge benefit because it's going to do exactly what you need it to. Like I said, the license costs can be a benefit on proprietary software if you have just a low number of users and members, and then you go up that scale. Like you see on this graphic, the numbers can hike massively. Whereas on open source, you can grow as much as you can and want, and you will only see an incremental cost increase. A few successful open source projects. CiviCRM is a peerless option for charities, professional associations, membership bodies, and it's developed in conjunction with these not-for-profits, which is why it's so perfect. Drupal is CMS or website platform that is used for about 500,000 websites. WordPress powers about 25 million websites. And still about WordPress, it powers 60% of all CMSs in the world, which is really impressive. PHP is the programming language on 79% of websites, and Linux runs 96.3% of the world's top 1 million servers. So open source may have been born as counterculture back in the 1990s, but now it's very much mainstream because it's proven to be the best model for developing software. So if you're running a not-for-profit, you should consider open source for your CRM website or other things like your learning management system because of this ethos of cooperation, of putting people before profit. We normally see that people come for the technology and they stay for the community because it's a great place to be with like-minded people. So hope you enjoyed. Come see us in our content hub. We're going to be live streaming from 10 to 10:30. Have a great Chase live stream. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.